It's all for you.
All for you. Freedom.
Keep your ear to the ground.
Talking about the freedom.
It's the best show in town.
Best show in town. Freedom. Well. Freedom.
I'll give you freedom. Yes, it's right.
Freedom.
Start right now.
Freedom.
Get your freedom tonight.
Freedom. Well. Freedom. Come on, everybody. Young, old, all you lovers. This is our time to rise back from the sand and claim our freedom. Talking about the freedom. Let yourself be free.
I'll give you freedom. Yes, it's right.
Freedom.
Start right
Talking
now.
about the freedom.
Get your freedom tonight.
Freedom.
I'll give you yes, it's right.
Freedom. Let yourself be free.
Start right now.
Freedom.
Get your freedom tonight.
Freedom. Well.
Hello and good morning.
Hi.
Happy Easter, church.
Happy Easter.
Well, happy Easter, Kate.
Happy Easter.
Welcome to Sojourn Grace. For those of you from a more traditional background, we say to you, Christ is risen. Hey, we got one in the back there.
I don't know how to
But just
respond to that.
just the people.
Even
at-
when I grew
the
up
people
in
at
super
home.
traditional, we
Mhm.
didn't do that. I only learned about it when I joined your family
Oh.
and your mom. Does she still call you on Easter?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, for
No.
years and years, she still called you on Easter. And Christ is risen, and then you'd respond, He's risen indeed.
Yes.
Is that what it is?
A couple years ago for a sermon, I changed it to yes indeedy. Remember that? We did a whole talk on yes indeedy. That's all right. I don't expect you to remember
Nope,
that.
for sure
But look,
don't.
see, we got indeed.
Yep.
So Mark's
People know it,
with
people know it.
us. Thank you.
It's
We see
definitely-
you.
A thing. Shauna, thank you for loving the bright colors. I went to my closet today and was like, black or gray? And then finally found at least bright blue. It's not pastel or normal Easter colors, but it's bright at least.
All right. How did you?
Happy Easter.
Were people doing any guesses?
Yes,
during the
people,
countdown?
the highest number I saw so far was 12, which isn't even close. I don't know how easy it is to find them though.
Well, in this view, it's very challenging
Okay,
because
but you're
it's
gonna
got the
go
background
out,
blurred out.
yeah.
But like when,
And it pans out a little more, right? Or is this as wide as it gets?
yeah,
Oh.
it's not getting wider.
Well, I had it like that when
Yeah,
I when
yeah.
I
It
did them.
hasn't
Okay,
moved.
You
know,
should be able to find
it's
them
all
all.
set. It's all set. Happy Easter, Donna. Glad you're here. Hi,
I
Paul.
almost
Good
said the
morning.
number, but there's many more than 12. I'll say that. All
Well, we've had a nice full weekend. We started
It's been
Friday with
fantastic. Good Friday
with
was
a
my favorite.
bonfire at Mission Bay. Thanks to everyone who came out for that. That was really meaningful. And then last night we had a fantastic.
Hi, Maddie. Higher than 18, bud. Higher than 18. Keep
Hi, Elias. Hi,
counting.
Maddox. Last night
getting
we had
close,
a fabulous in-person gathering at St. Luke's Episcopal Church in North Park. Thanks to everyone who came out for that. Lots of new faces and people that are looking for the kind of
New
connection
faces,
and
new
kind of.
people.
Yeah, that's good. And then this morning, here we are with you all celebrating Easter virtually all around the world. So glad that you're with us. Welcome to Sojourn.
Of the desert, dreams of a river that will run down to the sea. Like my heart longs for an ocean to wash down over me. No, won't you take me from this valley to that mountain high above? And I will pray, pray, pray till I see your smiling face. I will pray to the one I love. Oh, the outcast, the dreams of acceptance, just to find pure love's embrace. Like an orphan longs for their mother, may you hold us in your grace. Oh, won't you take me from this valley to that mountain high above? And I will pray, pray, pray till I see your shining face. I will pray, pray to the one I love. Oh, the caged bird dreams of a strong wind that will flow beneath her wings, yes. Like a voice longs for a melody. Oh, Jesus, carry me. Oh, won't you take me from this valley to that mountain high above? I will pray, pray, pray till I see your smiling face, and I will pray, pray to the one I love. I said, now won't you take me from this valley to that mountain high above? I will pray, pray, pray till I see your smiling face. Yes, I will pray to the one I love, and I will pray, pray, pray till I see your smiling face. I will pray to the one I love. Oh, right, me now. I say hello. Welcome to Sojourn Grace. If you're here, you did the thing. You're part of it. Welcome to it. We're glad to have you. Just want to mention that, hey, kind of like Christmas, kind of like all the other holidays that are heavily churched holidays, Easter can be challenging for some of us. I'm one of those people. So if you feel that way this morning, but you showed up anyway, like, I just want to give you an extra special welcome, extra special hug from someone else who also feels that way. So we're still together, we're still doing our thing, and we're doing it in a way where we get to hold ourselves tenderly, hold ourselves gently. All of our past, all of our trauma, we bring all of that with us, and we just hold it, and we say it's okay. So I love you. I'm glad you're here this morning, and here's a video.
If you are not, for any reason, ready for Sunday, if you are still on the hill where your whole life fell apart, where something died in you, if you're still at the grave in a pile of rubble that used to be your whole world, there's no race to the empty tomb. If you are not, for any reason, ready for Sunday, stay. Be in Friday. Fridays take decades all of the time. We know this. This is not you doing it wrong. You are not crazy or broken. You are in the earlier part of the story. You do not need to put on your Sunday best when it's Friday or a long Saturday. If you're still waiting at the crucifixion, if you're still tending to the losses, do not allow a 3-day metaphor to shame you out of your process. Take your time, love. Every deep breath you need. Stay. Your Sunday will come. Rest assured. There is no other way. Rising is in your skin. The pattern, the structure, the hope stitched in every living thing. So stay where you are. Scream at the heavens for leaving you in this muck. Rage at the sky for the mire you're left in. And know, deep in your bones, love will never leave you, nor forsake you. She's in the garden of grief with you, just as she will rise with you when your Sunday finally arrives. Trust the pattern and stay.
As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Oh, sisters, let's go down, come on down. Oh, sisters, let's go down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Oh, brothers, let's go down, you come on down now. Oh, brothers, let's go down in the river to pray. Well, as I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the robe and crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Show me now, oh children, let's go down, don't you wanna go down? Oh children, let's go down in the river to pray. Hey, hey. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown? Good Lord, show me now. Yes, no sinners, let's go down, come on down. No sinners, let's go down in the river to pray. I said, oh sinners, let's go down. You wanna go down, oh sinners, let's go down in the river to pray. I said, Hi.
We're so good at the smooth transitions here at Sojo. It's what we do, huh, Vicky? Just smooth as a Tennessee whiskey.
Can we sing
know.
that song?
Tennessee
Yes,
whiskey?
please. This is my
Okay.
favorite song ever. Hi everybody. How we doing this Easter? Hi, Vicky.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. Thank you.
Yeah?
I
That's it?
enjoyed the bonfire.
Oh, wasn't that fun?
Super great. Just watching the kids playing over there, and the fire is very amazing. And then just catching up with friends I haven't seen in a long time. So yeah.
That was good. That was good connection time. Nothing like being around a fire, and then we were out under the stars, and then the fireworks, which I didn't even think about I laughed about. You're welcome, everybody, that I planned that, but I did not even think about that at all.
I thought you
totally
paid for that. and
Totally
all
forgot
that.
that was gonna happen. What? What?
I put Norris comment.
Transition longer so I can count the Yes, we're doing all these awkward transitions on purpose so you can egg count. Totally. Here's our questions for today. You can pick whichever order you want to ask them in,
Okay.
but we'll ask them all.
Perfect.
We'll get to them all.
The first one is, what's your favorite species of growing things on this work?
Oh, you got them typed in already on order? Do we need to do them in order? I said the order didn't matter, and then Colby's like,
I'm taking the
Favorite species. Okay.
What's your favorite species of growing thing on this wild planet of ours? Any growing, living thing. What's your favorite and why? I'll go. Ferns. Every single fern that exists. Do you know how many ferns there are, people? So many ferns. It's just my favorite thing ever. Growing up in Oregon, ferns always made me feel like, I don't know, something about the dark, moist, muddy. And my favorite thing to look at in the world is a brand new fern spore all curled up. I'm sorry, you guys. It makes me happier than it should. It's unreasonable how happy fern spores make me. Lilacs. I love that, Shane. Shauna just says all flowers. Flowers in general. Sequoias. Yay. Love that.
Do you just know how to spell that word? Have you done it?
Wesley, are you serious? Do you know my thing about this, Wesley? These are the things that
succulent.
I give all of my people, slowly but surely, this plant all from the same plant so that we all just have like the same one. And every time people are struggling, I deliver them one of those. Have we talked about this before, Wesley? Am I just forgetting? Elias says, octopus! Love it. Octopus.
My favorite is the hummingbird.
Oh, I like that for you, Vicky.
For you.
I hate hummingbirds. They terrify me.
Really?
Yes.
They're
I'm
so
very
cute.
scared of them. I'm very, very, very scared of them.
Okay. Well, you might train them to kill, but other than that, they're so cute.
Ask Robert about that. Tulips. Ooh, cacti. Really, Joey? I love that. There's so many. Like, so many of these you don't
Yes.
realize how many varieties. And people don't realize that cacti have so many gorgeous blooms.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that blows people away when they realize that. The blooms on cacti.
Yeah.
Roses. Love it. Marie says trees, but especially willow
I've
trees.
seen a good willow tree in
Yeah, willow trees are gorgeous. I love banyan trees
a minute.
and oak trees.
Is that why?
Love it, Susan. Canines, but humans are a very close second, almost a tie. I love this answer. That's fantastic. Oh, you've got a friend in the hummingbird.
Yes. Donna.
Orchids. Alexa, I can help you with that if you want. It took me years to figure that out, how to keep
that's the answer.
orchids alive.
They're very delicate.
Oh, thanks, Wesley. We haven't talked about it, but they're awesome. Stephen, we see them on one of our regular walks, and she's always trying to steal some for our house. It's not stealing when it's mother of thousands. It's not. They're so prolific. It's just helping. It's not stealing, it's helping. Because there's so many of them, you need to clear them up. So it's not stealing. Take as many mother of thousands as you want. I've given you permission.
Little cat people have entered the chat.
What?
Cherry blossom trees. See, I knew this was a good question. People have so many things, growing things that they love. Anything growing in green. I love it. Oh, in Georgia, so much green. Oh, that's amazing. I love hearing about that. Because there's places I've never been that I don't realize what they're like, and I don't think of that when I think of Georgia. But it's good to hear about that.
Yeah, Georgia is
Love
green.
that. Oh, another humans. Sierra says humans. I was hoping there were some people that were going to say that. I love that. No, you didn't misunderstand at all, Cameron. You didn't. It was written that way on purpose to be whatever grows in whatever is your favorite alive thing.
Grows
So
in
you
the
didn't
planet.
understand at all. Why is Logan asking moan or mode?
He gave his answer and then got insecure about how he said it.
Oh, I missed that. Oh, fresh mown cream grass.
mown?
Fresh mown. Oh, I love you. The feel, the look, the smell. I love that. This is fantastic. Y'all are so cute. Not stealing, helping. Got it. Yep, it's true.
Second one.
Let's see. I want to know, is there, or do you want us to get back to the one you worked on? It doesn't matter. I want to know if there's anything coming back to life for y'all these days. This can go any direction, right? Like maybe it is out in your garden. Something's coming back to life that surprised you. Maybe you thought was gone. Maybe an orchid that you thought died. But also, like, is there anything in your life, especially as we come out of this wild COVID season, is there anything that's coming back to life for you?
My bank account.
Oh, Ben's answer back there at the desk was my bank account. I mean, thunderous applause for that. Love it.
Joybox!
Yeah, this is, wait, no. I thought you were going the direction of gong hits and then you yelled that out. This is kind of a gong
For
hit.
me, it's friendships. I just visited Merida in Mexico, and there's a
Yay.
friend from college. So we've been friends for 40 plus years, and lost contact, then regained contact, and I
Wow.
just saw her.
No
last
way.
week,
In
so,
person?
in
You got an
person.
in-person visit?
Yeah, I went to Europe with her, and
Back in the day.
back in the day, and she was an adventurous, and now she's so calm and relaxed. But yeah,
You both
it's-
changed a lot since the last
yeah,
time you seen each other.
yeah, but it's good to have her back in my life.
I love that. Do you feel like you picked up where you left off?
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah. The energy was the same, chemistry
Yeah.
was the same. I love that. That's fantastic. Alexa, we returned to the office this week for the first time in over 2 years, and you missed people. That's huge. Visits with friends. Creative filmmaking, a Flamey Grant documentary. Yay! Woo-hoo. Colby says the choosing of happiness.
Yes.
I love that. Freedom to be outside, and I've missed people a ton. I think in my life, things that are coming back to life are like a seeing of possibility for stuff that I've always been like, nah, that's just not me. That's just not my life. And I'm like, why? Why isn't it? Who says? Like the other day when I told Alyssa that I wanted to skateboard, and I said, but it's too late for me. And she's like, no, you need. She gets very serious. Alyssa gets very serious.
Yeah.
And she's like, you need to skateboard. Okay. I will, Mom. I will. Oh, I love this. Not sure. Maybe my faith in humanity tends to be rebuilt faster than it can be torn down, all things considered. I love
Yeah.
that.
Well said.
Hugs are coming back.
Community theater! First play in over 2.5 years starts this Friday. More thunderous applause. Yes! Yes! Yay! Family gathering.
That's awesome.
Love it, Susan. That's amazing. Keep answering if you want to, but let's do another less serious one. Do you think? What about this? I want to know. Peeps? Yes? No? Maybe? Only if when blank? Other favorite Easter candy? People get heated about this. I want to know. I know some of your answers about this already, actually. I just talked to one of you the other night about this. What about
I
you?
don't know what Peeps is.
You don't know what the peeps are? Okay, I think you do, though, because they're those marshmallow.
bombones.
Like, oh, there
Okay.
you go. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, the weird marshmallow
Bombones, yes.
sticks. Yeah. You're yes?
Yes.
You like them? Like you enjoy
But
the way
like
they
two.
taste?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like two.
Like a year, 2 a year.
Yeah, 2 every 6 months. That's it.
Oh, every 6 months. I like it. See, this is the one I knew was coming. So Steven's family, they're like, Peeps are a yes, but only when roasted like a s'more. They crystallize like creme brulee. And then Mikey told me add alcohol to it, and then it really crystallizes.
Yes.
Oh, yep. Mercy's a yes, every flavor.
Mercy's
oh my
the one
gosh.
that got the Peeps cereal.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot about that. And then Shane's like, no, just give me chocolate. Ooh.
Well, there's more.
How did you
Chocolate
do
too.
Peep sugar.
Cadbury eggs.
Cadbury cream eggs for the win.
And not a fan of Peeps.
It's my favorite growing up. I haven't had one in like 10
Yes,
years.
the Reese's peanut butter
There's the
eggs
whole
are what I
lot.
get my
They're so
kids.
great.
Oh.
Mark says, Edwin loves them. I do not. You are a house divided. Never tried Peeps and don't want to.
Susan.
Oh, Emma says Peeps all year round.
Wow.
That's
That's
amazing.
That's commitment.
Oh,
Emma, do you
Logan
stock
jumps
up?
on the train with Steven and Mike and Wesley. Add Fireball and they heat up extra hot. Ooh, that sounds amazing, Alexa. Robin's nests for Easter. Wonton crisps dipped in chocolate formed into a nest and candy eggs on top. That's fun. Chocolate bunnies. Whopper
just blew
eggs.
Vicky's mind.
He's like, you can do that?
You can do all that.
I love it.
With the Peeps.
Ooh, 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 ooh. There's so much sugar at my house currently. One of my kids' birthdays landed on Easter this year, so we're
They're gonna be
like, it's please come take some of our sugar today.
Hey, I'll be there later.
It's crazy. You used to trade away your other candy for your brother's Peeps, so you really love Peeps. Like, this is a deep affinity. I love
Mercy.
this.
Mhm.
You second the Whopper eggs. Love it. Just learned. Okay, so I saw this comment, just learned my Jewish boyfriend has never had Peeps, which leads me to, this is the last thing I want to know this morning from y'all. Do you have any just like fun, special, unique Easter traditions? Because Karen and I went shopping together for our kids' Easter baskets this year, and she was telling me about someone she knew in her past where in their family they treated Easter baskets like people do the Secret Santa.
Mhm.
They would do it that way. So like adults, everybody, you get a name and then you provide this amazing Easter basket for that person. And I got so moved by that. I was like, I've never received anything as an adult for Easter. And so then Karen had a little Easter basket ready for me this morning on the table out here with a really sweet gift in it. But anyway, I want to know. I've never heard of that before. And so then that made me want to know, oh yeah, y'all have to see this. Yes. And I want to show, even though I'm not sure. Oh yeah, you can see it. Cope's going to help me. Will it focus? If Vicky and I go like this, so
There
our
you go.
eyes aren't.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh, awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Do y'all see that?
This
That
is-
is out in Karen and Ben's yard and Matthew and Chris's yard.
Little babies.
In the hammock.
In the hammock.
That
They
hatched
hatched today, Easter Sunday.
It's mostly just Karen and Chris's yard.
Yes, I should have said that, Karen and Chris's yard.
I never said that.
Matthew, I don't go out there. I don't go outside. Oh my goodness. The Monday candy sale. That's hilarious. Anybody got any good traditions?
Sierra's got one.
Where did it go? There we go. We do nests instead of Easter baskets. You lay out your favorite clothes and hidden parts around the house the night before, and the Easter Bunny leaves treats and gifts in them.
Aw.
Oh my gosh, I
Fun.
see. I've never heard of that. This is what I wanted. I wanted to know any
Fun,
Easter
yeah.
traditions. Oh, filled with books. I love that. Books are the best gifts ever. We did money hunt growing up. That's expensive and fun.
Oh, Nora, we had $2 bill eggs too. Those were
You
super.
did?
Yes.
That's
We did the special one,
amazing.
$2 bill in it.
That's amazing. Angela,
This is fantastic.
this makes me so happy. This is why I asked this question. It just brings me so much joy. I love that so
Oh,
much.
that's so good.
Mark, are you
Good job,
serious?
Tim.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I like that.
Jesus
tradition,
Christ
too.
Superstar.
Do you have any good Easter traditions? Do y'all do anything?
This is more like here. So my memory of the first Easter is I didn't know that you can paint the eggs.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing? It's like, we are paint, and we are. So that was fun.
How old were you in that?
Well, I was like 25.
Nice.
Mhm.
That's amazing.
So I
love
didn't know.
that.
It's
I
so
love
weird.
that.
It's a weird
Yeah,
one.
it is
He's
weird.
risen. Let's paint some eggs.
I know. I'm like, wait, and okay.
Easter's strange on so many levels. Like so
Yeah.
many levels. We got some more ones. Hide the Easter basket, make my sister and I go searching. I love that. Now she Venmos me my Easter basket. Oh, I love that. These are great, you guys.
Very creative.
This is why I asked.
Very
This
creative.
is so fun. What was this one? Nutrition for me and my siblings. Yeah, books and sidewalk chalk. I love that. Sidewalk chalk. Watch Easter parade. There's an Easter parade. Did I know that? That feels like a surprise to me. Oh, maybe it's over. Yeah, feel like I've not heard that, but sometimes I think I've never heard of something and I have. Oh, I love this, Cameron. Gotta say, loving church in my jammies and messy hair after 50 plus Easter Sundays spent in my Sunday best. New tradition. Oh, I love it. Let's see, what is Ben saying from over there in his corner across the room? My favorite thing about Easter back in Brooklyn was seeing all of the incredible fashion on the women coming out of the African and Nigerian churches, the headdresses. I love that. I love it, y'all. Thanks for teaching me all these Easter traditions. Yeah, when Karen said that when we were shopping, I was like, oh yeah, like we could do Easter any way we want to. It's like it hadn't occurred to me that we could have different traditions. I think I'm going to add some to our life.
The last thing that I remember from church was they bring a big candle, and then row by row they start lighting it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So then the whole church is
lit up.
lit up. It's so beautiful.
I love that.
So that's the only thing I remember. After
Beautiful.
that, I stopped going.
I love it. Love you all. Thanks for doing collective conversation with us.
That was lovely. Thank you all for participating in that and being a part of the service with us. I'd like to take a moment here and offer I guess what I'm calling a corporate prayer of confession. You see it on the screen there. And the reason why I wanted to do this morning is because one of the things I love about the church and this regular rhythm of getting together, and whether it's virtually or in person, is I think there's something about the church that allows you to do things in life that otherwise you might not have opportunity or chance to do. And one of those is to engage in a larger collective-wide confession of the ways in which our particular society has wronged Mother Earth, has wronged people, has wronged each other. And I think that's a powerful thing to do, to name, not just, the church has a long tradition of confessing private, shortcomings and failures, but there's a corporate part of it too. And so as strange as it is, maybe to do on Easter, I also thought maybe Easter is a great time, in addition to celebrating newness and holding space, as that video said earlier, for those who aren't yet at that part of the story. What if we also took a moment here, gathered around the world, to offer this prayer of corporate confession? So on the screen, there's going to be you'll see words that say leader, and I'll be the leader. And then if you will read the all, and the people behind me, if you can see the words on the screen, are going to also read the all together. And so let's all begin together in this prayer, and then we'll go from there. Lord, hear our prayers of corporate confession. For the ways we've ravaged our planet of resources, Lord, we confess. For the ways we've violently misplaced, removed, or destroyed those in our way, Lord, we confess. For the ways that we've lied about an American dream. Lord, we confess. For the ways we've worshiped money and success. Lord, we confess. For the ways we've forgotten those you remembered. Lord, we confess. For the ways we've twisted what you tried to smooth. Lord, we confess. We cannot go back in time, so we must not forget that who we are today and who we are becoming tomorrow is never separate from who we have been in the past. So may our bones grow weary in our efforts to put to rights our many wrongs, both individually and together as a society. God, forgive us for the wrongs that we've committed, and help us forgive those who have done wrong by us. May your will be done and your love be known on earth as it is in heaven.
Amen.
Amen.
Well, kind of continuing in that spirit of confession, this song, we haven't done this one in a while, and it's highly metaphorical, so I'd just like to get the metaphor out front so that we don't have to figure it out as we're singing it. You'll just know what we're singing about. But this song's called The Wolves, and one of those confessional moments we just said was, I think the words were how we've lied about the American dream, and this song is very much tied into that thought. The metaphor is the Statue of Liberty, which is never called out outright, but you'll see her there. And it's just a confession that our country, and for me in particular, when I sing this, I think about the church a lot, and how we have failed so deeply at the principles of inclusion that are just paramount in Christ's teachings. So that's what we're singing about here when we sing about the wolves, just so you know. 1, 2, 3, 4. At my gate I'll always greet you, at my door you're welcome in. But there can be no transgression as a means to an end. On the wind the wolves are howling, open arms are closed in fear, helping hands are clenched in anger, broken hearts beyond repair. Everything's so great, it can get better, it makes me wanna cry, that I'll go out howling at the moon tonight. She stands so tall and mighty, with a keen and watchful eye, and the heart of a mother holding out her guiding light. It's a hard road to travel, solid rock from end to end. Oh, the sun, it rises on her brow and sets upon great expanse. Everything's so great, it can't get better, it makes me wanna cry. I'll go out howling at the moon tonight. Hey. There she stands so tall and mighty, her gaze facing the east. At her back our doors are closing as we grin and bare our teeth. On the wind the wolves are howling, and she cries they're drawing near. Turn around my darling, oh, the wolves are here. Things so great, can't get better, it makes me wanna cry. I'll go out tonight. Yeah. Everything's so great, can't get better. Makes me wanna cry. That I'll go out howling at the moon tonight.
Hey, Colby. It's me again. But this time, instead of writing a letter to a past version of us, I want to say a few things to current us. Today's Easter, and as you know, this year for Lent, our community has been writing letters to past versions of ourselves in order to prepare us for the eventual death of some of our religious ideas, hopes, and expectations. This idea has found some resonance in our community because, as we know, many, if not all, those who find themselves at Sojourn have stories to tell of how they used to think this, but now they think that. How they used to believe this way, and now they're not so sure. And remarkably, this space, known as Sojourn Grace Collective, has come to be a space of safety for you and for others to speak these things out loud. I want to take a moment to just sit with that, current Colby. We really have created something special, haven't we? And yet it's not entirely what we imagined when we set out on this adventure. 2 decades ago, when we first got into this game, we envisioned ourselves contributing to the larger Christian body by serving as a pastor, which meant, among other things, that we would teach people how to be a Christian, I guess. And that admittedly sounds a bit funny to us now, but that was the model handed down to us. As we understood it, churches were where people went to study the scriptures so that they might know God better. The goal was to build up a kind of faith resilient in the face of doubt, rigid against the whims of culture, and resistant to the attacks of the heretics, the false prophet, and the 3-syllable liberals. And yet here we are, huh? Routinely, camera, we're good? Okay. And yet here we are now, routinely receiving the epithets of heretic and false teacher and others that are not mentionable for Easter Sunday, all while proudly donning the descriptor of liberal. We're still a Christian, on most days at least, and we're still pastoring, even if, like you told Jay Leno a couple weeks ago, it's with a soft P. We're still trying to lead a church too. Although these words, lead and church, they've come to mean totally different things than when we started out, which is kind of what I wanted to talk to you about today. As you recall, our training in how to, quote, lead, it focused primarily on building a community of like-minded believers. The goals were to organize people around the worship of God, to study the Bible, and to witness to the unsaved. And the church part, well, that was pretty clear. That was just the building that you worked at. That was the place to house the aforementioned worship and the Bible study. And it was where you said to the world, you can come here to learn how to be a Christian. But nowadays, It seems like leading a church is less like standing at the base of a mountain saying, "Hey, everyone, follow me." I know the path that can get you to the top. And it's more like clearing out a space down at sea level, setting up a campsite for all those who've fallen off or fallen down the mountain. Exhausted from your hike? Come on over and rest for a while. Starved for a nourishment of the soul and not just information for the mind? Come on over and just sit by the fire and gaze into its embers. Wounded from being shoved off the trails by people that you trusted? Come on over. I can't promise that you're not going to get hurt at our camp, but I do promise to not shove you. And what if the role of pastor is less about getting people to believe the right things, and it's more like, I don't know, making sure that the fire stays lit and that there's enough sleeping bags to go around? It's kind of amazing if you think about it. You and we've been pushed off that mountain a couple of times, huh? We know what it's like to be bamboozled by the dogmatic declaration that there's only one way up the mountain. We know what it's like to then be swindled into believing, okay, maybe the point is still to get to the top, but you just got to try this other, cooler path over here. Unfortunately, when we came tumbling off the cliffs, dusty and hungry and scared and alone, there wasn't much of a camp nearby for us, was there? Looking back, no one would have blamed us for walking away from the mountain for good. We could have just headed on back to town, dropped off our hiking and camping gear at the first Goodwill we saw, and decided it's just fancy hotels and beachside cabanas from here on out. But we knew, didn't we? Somehow we knew that never would have worked for us. I'm not sure how we knew, but we knew. Somehow we felt deep in our bones that we couldn't leave the mountain entirely. It's just we also knew that we'd never again try and climb it using the old familiar trails or the folded up hand-me-down maps. So we stuck around at the base of that mountain, foraging, surviving, wondering. I'd like to think maybe we stayed there at the base because we knew that all around the base of the mountain were other wounded and lonely people, equally in need of healing and belonging. So we had to stick around and care for them. Maybe that was part of it. Although I am a bit suspicious of that narrative because it conveniently places us in the heroic, overly altruistic savior role. And we know ourselves better than that. We're a little bit too selfish for that to have been our main motive, right? So maybe we stayed near the mountain out of fear. Sure, the wilderness isn't what we dreamed it would be, and we hated much of what it stood for, and we hated how it treated us and how it treated others, but at least there's a kind of familiarity there. And it's scary to leave that which we've only ever known, even if we know it isn't exactly good for us. So, I don't know, maybe it was fear. Or maybe we stayed and we set up a camp and we cooked our s'mores and we cleared out the brambles because, damn it, we weren't going to let the guys up on the mountain pretending like they own the place tell us what to do. We'll find our own way up, thank you very much. And it's going to be better anyway. I don't know. I'm sure all of that was mixed in along with some other things. I mean, the truth is we do love helping and caring for people. And we are a little bit afraid to leave the only job and the only way of life we've ever known. And we do have streaks of rebellion and contrarian running through our veins. I wonder, though, if maybe the reason we stayed, maybe the reason that we took the few tools that we had left and the limited resources still on our packs, maybe the reason we did our best to find space to set up camp and stick around was maybe we just love the mountains. Or maybe, even more to the point, we just trusted that the mountains love us. What if we stayed because we just wanted to? What if we just desired whatever it is that calls us to the mountains? Like I said, Colby, today's Easter. And for the time being, at least, you're still leading a church. It's not necessarily what we imagined it would be, but it's beautiful nonetheless. These days, leading looks more like volunteering to say the hard part out loud. I'll go first. And church looks more like this gorgeous and diverse collective of people, both near and abroad, not unified by a shared doctrine or religious obligation, but brought together because the smoke signals from our little fire have let wounded people stumbling off the mountain know that here they'll find safety. Here they'll find respite. Here they'll find belonging. Over the years, it's been tempting for us to see our work as mostly just sort of offering shelter to those that are disillusioned by religion and wounded by the church. And to be sure, that is one of the roles that our little campsite plays. That's beautiful. But it's not just that. It's not just that. We aren't only sitting around the fire and talking about the failings of the mountain guides or the trappings of the trails. It's also a place where we discover the courage to put our toes in the ground once again, once we're ready. It's also the place where we find, I don't know, maybe a little bit of, let's try standing on our own 2 feet again. It's this place where we can practice once again when we're ready what it feels like to believe something. Even though we're learning to believe in a different way, where we hold it a little more loosely, knowing that we could be wrong or that years down the road we might change our mind later. But for now, this is what I believe, and it's enough. These past few weeks in our series, we've been reflecting on some of the things that we've said goodbye to, some of the ideas and the beliefs that we've laid to rest. But today is a day of new life and new creation. So on this Easter Sunday, while we're gathered together with friends and family, both in person and virtually, telling once again this story of resurrection, present day Colby, I'm wondering if we can take a moment to celebrate a few of the things that you and I still believe after all these years, sitting by this fire at this campsite next to the mountain. We believe that God is, and that God does. And we believe that if God exists, then that God insists, and that this God insisting is love. We believe that people are human. And that's neither good nor bad, it just is. We just are. And in our isness, we contain multitudes. We contain these instincts and these intuitions that sometimes lead us toward goodness. And then we also possess real capacity to muck things up, to hurt ourselves and others and our planet. We believe that we're in need of salvation, because salvation is really just finding wholeness. And sometimes we get fragmented from time to time. We believe that we all need forgiveness. Because if no one or nothing lets us know that it's okay, that we're okay, then we just suffer under the weight of the aforementioned capacity to muck things up. And we also believe that we need to forgive, often and sincerely, because sometimes we are the keepers of others' anchors, holding them down in their mistakes. And when we forgive them, we set them free to once again know that they are enough. We believe that redemption is real and possible and good because every time the sun goes down, it's just preparing to rise again. There's no such thing as irredeemable. No such thing as lost causes. And we believe that compassion can flood the globe and provide it with everything it needs for healing. Judgment, that can come and go. That stuff's hard. But compassion, that's always in style. That's always beneficial. There's always space for that. We believe that even if a person could somehow get to the top of the mountain, even if they could play by all the right rules and believe all the right things, that what they're going to find up there are just more trees and rocks and dirt. typical mountain things. And we believe that right here in our little camp at the base of the mountain, we just got to look around. And we too can see trees and rocks and dirt. Because it turns out the best things in life, the truest things in life, these cannot be contained by any one religion, path, or institution. May we have eyes to see and ears to hear. And lastly, because it's Easter, we believe in resurrection. We believe in new beginnings. We believe in dead things finding life again because we believe darkness will find light and sorrow will find joy. The path that Jesus chose took him to an early death because that path was paved in love, mercy, and a refusal to take up arms, and such a path is dangerous to powerful empires. His path was one of sacrifice, of standing in the face of the worst that humans are capable of and saying, I receive it. Because I want to show you that the worst of us, the worst parts of us, is not actually how this thing ends. Colby, we may not believe as much as we used to. But rest assured, the things that we believe now are no less powerful. They offer us meaning and purpose. They are our north stars and our deepest roots. And so, let's keep a log on the fire, baby. Let's maybe put up another tent or 3. Because there will always be people coming off that mountain looking for healing and belonging and purpose. And some are going to walk right past us on their way to town, and that's okay. You know that way makes sense for all sorts of reasons. But for those who want to stay close to the trees and keep their toes in the dirt, for those stumbling around because it's the middle of the night and they've lost their matches and someone took away their flashlight, for them, let us remain. Let us keep a log on the fire. Let us keep a thermos of coffee warm so that we might greet the next pilgrim to our camp with a smile as we hug them and tell them, it won't be night forever, I promise. Welcome home. Welcome home. Matthew, if you, Vicky, and Alyssa want to come and share this next song with us. This next song is called Pilgrim's Road. And fun fact, this is a song written by myself and Matthew and Vicky, and there might have been one other person with us. No, it was just us. So years ago when Sojo was first starting out, we did a songwriting workshop one Saturday. And this is one of the songs that emerged out of that workshop. And we haven't done it in a while, but it's such a perfect fit for this metaphor this morning. And so we're going to sing it with you. And if you remember it or can catch it as we go, you're welcome to sing along. This is called Pilgrim's Road.
Tired, I know the road is long. Bring it all, don't tarry, come and join the song. I know you might be tired, I know the road is long. Bring it all, don't tarry, come and join the song. Sojourn never lasts, for on the Pilgrim's road, home is where you're at. I know you might be tired, I know the road is long. Bring it all, don't tarry, come and join the song. I know you might be tired, tarry, come it all, don't tarry, come, join the song. I know you might be tired, I know the road is long. Bring it all, don't tarry, come, and join the song, come and join the song. 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 Come and join the song.
This is the time in our gathering where we invite you to take communion with us. This is a ritual that we have done at Sojourn every Sunday for the last 8 years, and it has morphed and evolved and transformed, and especially during the virtual world of the last 2 years, it has become a grab what you have on hand sort of thing, because the point has never been about having the exact right elements delivered the exact right time by the exact right person, etc., etc. So grab what you have on hand, something as your bread and something as your cup. Let us know in the comments what you're using. It's fun to see the
I love the
diversity.
things you all eat and drink around
Yeah.
here. It's fun.
Today we've got a
Birthday donut.
birthday donut. This is an old-fashioned donut, chocolate covering from Mary's Donuts, our favorite donut shop in the San Diego County. Because as you mentioned earlier, one of our children turned 16 today. 16. And that's our second oldest, y'all. Whew. And we have a tradition every birthday. We go and get
Horchata
donuts
cold
first thing in the
brew.
morning.
Favorite. Sorry, I got really excited about Alexa's tree.
Oh, yes. We just had one of those yesterday from a place called Bad Hombres. So fantastic. So that's what we're going to use for our bread. Are you going to partake this morning?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Thanks for asking.
Yeah. Y'all want to take a piece of donut and pass it around back there?
Yes.
And that's not eaten off of. That's pulled off of.
Pinched off of?
Yeah, pinched.
Just to
pinched
be
off of,
clear.
yeah. An Easter Loft House cookie. Almonds again.
Cameron.
Fig Newton and
Why?
room temp coffee.
Why?
I guess it all belongs, but
I guess it all belongs. Oh my
I
gosh.
love it.
About the donut.
Fantastic. Let's take and eat together.
Dark chocolate sunflower seed buttercups.
Wow.
I've not had those. That sounds amazing.
Someone said because it's warm here. Jennifer, where are you at that it's warm?
Iced coffee and
Did you say
M&Ms.
Georgia? Were you the one that earlier said you're in Georgia? Love it. And then take what you have for
Green
your
Georgia.
cup. And, one of the ways that we frame this at Sojourn is this tradition, the communion tradition has oftentimes seen the cup as symbolic of blood that was shed. And the story goes like this, that there is a God so distant and so perfect and so holy that we cannot ever hope to draw near to this God. But if there's a particular sacrifice, then suddenly this God becomes happy. And that is a story that we reject for all sorts of reasons that we've been trying to tell for 8 years now. So instead of it being a cup that reminds you of how you can be connected if you do it right or believe it right, whatever, it's more of this cup of reminding us that we are already connected to the divine, that we've never not been connected
I see
to the
you.
divine.
I see you.
Got a sleeping cat on my, hey,
I love it.
that's exact. Don't disturb the sleeping cat. So take and
Also-
receive, knowing that you are loved and connected.
I felt bad for Cameron about the room temp coffee, and then I took a sip of mine. Same.
Mine's warm. It's in the aforementioned thermos of coffee that is kept at the fire for the wandering pilgrims.
Why don't I have one?
I don't know.
Trader Joe's. Okay, yeah, I will go get those. Of course, they're from Trader Joe's.
What's a Trader Joe's? The room temp coffee?
The aforementioned sunflower seed
Oh,
cups.
nice. Can we do one more song?
Sure.
Sort of a fun little, and then we'll do our benediction.
A fun little
Yeah, that. Exactly. Nailed it. Which one? That one. Last chance to count eggs without a blurry camera.
Do you see him? I will tell you, there is one directly behind me that you cannot see when I'm standing here. Why not close out Easter Sunday with a little Van Morrison, Mavis Staples? Yeah, why not? Why not? In fact, I think you'd have to make the case for why every church shouldn't be closing out their Easter Sundays. Singing, Lord, if I ever needed someone, I need you. Well, Lord, if I ever needed someone, I need you. See me through the daytime, through the long, lonely night, to lead me through the darkness, yes, and on into the light. Stand with me when I'm troubled, oh, and help me through my strife. When times get so uncertain, well, I turn to you, oh, to you in my life. I'm singing, Lord, if I ever needed someone, I need you. That's all you gotta sing. Singing, Lord, if I ever needed someone, I need you. Someone to hold on to, oh, and keep me from all fear. Someone to be my guide and light and keep me ever dear. To keep me from my selfishness, to keep me from my sorrow, to lead me on into givingness so I can see a new tomorrow. Singing, Lord, well, if I ever needed someone, you know I need you. Singing, Lord, if I ever needed someone, you know I need you. Someone to walk with, someone to hold by the hand, oh, someone to talk with, yeah, someone to understand and said, yeah, to call on when I need you. Oh, you know I need you very much. And I open my arms up to you. Yeah, I wanna feel that tender touch. I wanna feel it and keep it, just right here in my soul. I wanna care for it and keep it with me forever and never to grow. Singing, Lord, if I ever needed someone, I need you, yeah. I'm singing, Lord, if I ever needed someone, I need you. If I ever needed someone, oh, I need you. I'm singing out, Lord, if I ever needed someone, you know I need you. Happy Easter.
Wow. Now I know why you said I need to end with that song, because
Don't make me sing.
there's
that
not
one
much
and then sing
singing
another.
after that. Woo! Good gravy. That was
Happy
something.
Easter, everybody.
That was something. Oh, this is lovely. Hey, we've got just a couple of house notes. And the first is this. If you would like to partner with us in our mission here at Sojourn Grace of fostering spiritual, social, and emotional wholeness and help to fund this campfire, this campsite, and keep the fire burning, we invite you to do that and partner with us in this way at sojourngrace.com/donate. You can do one-time gifts if you'd like, recurring donations if you want, and then even quick and easier, you can Venmo at Sojourn Grace. And then the other thing I wanted to say, I don't have a slide for it, is if you don't yet follow us on Instagram and or Facebook and or get our newsletter, then you might not know all the things that are going on in our community. So if you want to know, for instance, how the ways that we are doing in-person events and connecting right now IRL, then make sure that you get our newsletter. You can do that at sojourngrace.com and then follow us on Instagram so that you can stay in the know.
Look how bright Vicky is for Easter. Love
I heart that church. I heart that church? Heart that shirt. I got church on
Knew
the
what you
brain.
meant. Knew what you meant.
Okay, let's go widescreen, Kate. And then let's have you go get all the eggs and count them up.
You want me to go retrieve them all? Do you remember
That's
that I
what-
had
sorry,
to
retrieve,
stand on
yeah.
a
You want me
stool
to
back
do it
there?
since you're sitting there?
All right, let's figure out how many eggs we got.
Okay.
Last chance to put guesses in. I don't know if how many guesses we got registered.
Here, I'll get the,
I'll pull them out. Hand them.
I'll get the basket.
I got to get out of the line of sight so that focus is back
Line of
yonder.
fire.
Like we're pulling them now, right?
Yes, we're pulling in them.
More.
here, you can pile them up.
Are these chocolate?
Yeah.
I eat one when we're done.
The ones by the window were chocolate.
Oh.
8 of them are Fables
Oh, yeah.
and the rest are mine. So yes.
Should I be counting as we go?
Nope, you're good. Got it.
There's two back here. Oh, one on this little candle. One on the book.
Trying not to break things.
Does this count as one?
Yeah,
I think that's all from my side. Oh wait, there's one.
that will be to break any.
That should be it because that is the number I had in my head. So if
Okay,
there's
good.
more than my number, we'll
Then
go.
it's from last year.
Yeah.
All right, last chance to go. Okay, so we have some guesses. We've got 18, Shauna.
I
We've
never
got
understand how people guess.
27
Oh,
from
look
Cameron.
who got it.
We've got
Shane got it.
Oh, that's it?
Yep.
We know it? It's
Yep.
24.
It's 24.
24. Shane, you did it.
I never understand
Alexa
the
threw
guessing
23 for
more
one.
than
Close.
what.
Final guess 26. Yeah, like what are the little blobs of color that look like eggs?
Happy Easter.
Oh, hi, Heatherlyn. Yeah, we sang the song we
Easter.
wrote with you years ago. Heidi, so close.
Happy Easter.
Shauna, so close. Hey, Shauna, you put in like 17 guesses.
I love it.
Mercy got 33. That was ambitious.
I don't know what you were seeing.
Ghost eggs.
All those peeps.
So
I
we
mean,
know that Shane
the
at
whole screen
least
just
is the
looks like a blur
winner.
of
And if
color.
anyone else earlier did 24.
What
oops,
does
wait.
Shane win?
All these eggs. We'll mail them to you in New York. I'm sure they'll get there nice
I'm
and
eating one of them
fresh.
though. Sorry.
Sauce.
Never mind. We now have 23 eggs.
Sauce. And 8
so I
of them were
guess
Fables. So sorry. Oh.
Some of them got a little warm
Yep.
after the
A little
lights.
warm.
little squish. Little squish.
A little squish. I'll make sure all the ones I give back to Fable are
There's more
nice and
with
warm.
the cheese.
Awesome. Oh, Mercy says random guess.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Yeah. We got you.
I love it.
This has been a lovely morning. Thank you so much for being with us, whether you are live with us or you watch this back later. Really great to have you as a part of our community. I'm going to put on the screen now our benediction. These are the words that we say at the end of all of our gatherings as an invitation to go into our weeks with bravery because we are loved children of God. Nothing can take that from us. And also to go into the world with kindness because as it turns out, everyone else
too.
does a love job.
Even those people out on the road.
Even the internet.
Psychopaths.
You have a hard time with road? Do you have a hard time with internet people?
Yeah. All right.
I have a hard time with all people, I think. I just pretend I don't. Okay, thank you, Mark Keys.
Some actual truth. Just
Because you're a child of God. Thank you, Mark.
Uh-oh. Wait for it. 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 Oh,
There it is.
Alexa's got us.
Thank you, Alexa.
Because so is everyone else. Yay. Happy
Love
Easter,
y'all. Have
everybody.
good weeks. See you next Sunday. Boy.